finish him.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Riley comes up.
He's hugging him.
It's got him by the tights. 1, 2, 3.
Red Boys win. Red Boys win.
Red Boys win the match. The Red Boys win.
Let me in. The coach.
The rocker drop. Oh, and the distraction. The coach is up, distracting the referee. And now what's going to happen? Chris Sands
hitting his absolutely devastating finisher, the rocker dropper. The Ace Oscar Maverick is out.
Oh, and he pushes down. And down went, small package.
Cradle.
Small package. 2, 3, and that's it.
Small package, small package. The Ace Oscar Maverick able to surprise Chris Sands with a small package, and that's it.
Boys, I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to do this every show.
Uh-oh.
It is time to leave or you are fired.
Uh-oh. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh!
He just smacked the commissioner.
The good
Johnny just
John
smacked the
Roach
commissioner.
Punched the mountain commissioner right in the puss, and he just...
Oh! And now the neighborhood has just taken down our commissioner.
Oh,
Big
no.
Lenny.
He can't. He's
And now the
injured.
assault.
He's just fresh
The
off of
assault.
back surgery. They're going to cripple him. They're going to injure
This
him
is not good.
permanently.
Somebody, we got to get some help out here.
Oh, referee
no,
Chris
the
just got
referee.
hit.
Oh, and you see the under.
Did you
He hit
see
the low
that?
blow.
It was a low
Right up
blow
here on the
by
side of
David
Lawless.
Lawless.
Lawless
Referee Chris
down.
got sandwiched.
Oh no, and down he goes.
That
Man,
is
that's
it.
gotta be it. 1, 2, 3, and that's it, folks. And now they got Rick Matthews.
Oh, no.
But and a low blow by Lance Payne. Oh, there's the mallet. The mallet.
Oh.
The mallet onto Duke Davis. And John Ross now getting out of the way. The ref distracted. I go for pin. 1, 2, 3. That's it. We have new
champions.
There. Both men struggling to get to their feet.
I think the loyalty of this Imagine Wrestling family is evenly split.
Oh, wait a minute, what's
look.
this?
Who's this?
Who's this?
That's the gavel, David Lawless.
The gavel.
He swung by.
Oh, and he
no.
takes out LaRusso.
Oh, he got him
there's-
first.
You gotta take the bell. Oh, man. Oh, what an awful thing. What is this? David Lawless coming out, ruining a perfectly good match. Taking advantage.
Go for
Here's
the
over
cutter.
Oh, okay,
O'Connor roll. O'Connor roll. 2, 3. That's it. That's it. Daniel Exotic wins.
Daniel Exotic wins.
And he just left the building. He's no dummy.
Another very... My goodness. Oh, man. The countdown. This can't be
like this.
This can't be the way it ends. Come on, Jimmy. Come on, Bill. Somebody win that match.
4, 3,
He's going to get it.
2, 1.
Oh, that's it. And that's the time limit, folks.
In a second.
I think I can get it done in 5 minutes.
All right.
Uh-oh.
We're going to restart this whole thing.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Wait a second.
Wait a minute. Here comes the neighborhood.
Jeez,
What in the world's going
the
on?
neighborhood is just ruining
The
this
neighborhood's
evening.
out here. They have just been all over tonight, ruining everything.
Somebody's got to
Oh,
do
here comes
Oh,
Gavin.
the main event. The main event.
Davis. Here they come. Here comes the main event. Taking out the neighborhood. Taking out John Ross.
The main event absolutely clearing the neighborhood out.
Yeah, they all over.
There's Chris
Here
Sands.
come
There's the Rod Boys.
Here comes
Daniel Exotic. Chris
My
LaRusso.
goodness.
Lucio
Chris
DeVere.
LaRusso.
Spencer Slade. It
Here
is
comes
all
Slade.
down
My
here
goodness.
tonight.
The ring is completely filled up. This is wow.
Absolutely incredible way to end Imagine
What a way to end, folks.
Volume 16 from the Juniata Civics Association.
And there goes the neighborhood. And there they are, standing tall. What a unfortunate way to end with no contest, but
Whoa,
oh my.
look at that.
Whoa, what is that? Oh boy.
He told him he belongs with the neighborhood. Tried to throw him
Wait
out.
a minute.
Oh, they're fighting.
Wait a minute. Now we got a tussle here. LaRusso.
They're separating LaRusso and Slade.
Slade.
They wanted to go for their rematch right now.
I don't know about all of you, but before they came out here, I was ready for 5 more minutes.
Uh-oh.
Because here at Imagine Wrestling, We never disappoint you. We are the area's only trained professional athletes. Don't be fooled by cheap imitations.
Absolutely.
That's right.
And on that note, it seems like we left tonight with a lot of unfinished business. So I say, right back here on July the 10th, you be here at Imagine Wrestling. And we finish some of that unfinished business.
Boom, baby, we're live, all the way live.
All the way.
I'll tell you what, it is Wednesday. You know what that means. I'm looking good. I'm feeling good. I'm loving life. I hope that you can say the same tonight. We got a lot going on, but before we get to that, we need a little bit of help from you guys. We need you to take a second right now. Give our video a thumbs up. It helps us so much. Take some time. I see a lot of you guys are commenting. If you're watching this later, comment again. We don't mind. The more comments, the better. What it does is it helps push us up in the YouTube algorithm.
Yep.
That's what the YouTube emails have said to me. So if we want to expand the world of the imagination, our Imagine family, which, man, they were strong last Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
Which we are going to talk about in length here. But if you want to be part of the imagination, the Imagine family, go ahead and give us a thumbs up right now. Comment. We'll try to read as many of those as we can. Boy, it was a hot night last Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
But before we talk about that, we got a lot to talk about tonight.
Yeah.
A lot to talk about. I mean, a lot to talk about.
A lot.
First, we have interviews with Spencer Slade, Crystal Russo, at the desk here. Unfortunately, we have the Ace Oscar Maverick. And what a match he had Saturday night. And now he's going to be live right here at the desk. Jimmy the High-Flying Hippie. And of course...
Kato!
Yes?
That other stuff?
Sounds a little quieter tonight. Not the voice a little worn out from Saturday?
A little bit.
All right.
A little hoarse, a little raspy.
Oh, you're a horse.
Get it out!
It's gone.
That Shiza?
Oh.
That Disoldales?
Okay.
That Mierde?
Oh, I don't know what that means.
This is Imagine Wrestling live from the Dojo Kato, and this is Chapter 45.
Ooh, it sure
and
is.
The whole of the Imagine Wrestling family has tuned in for one reason, and one reason alone, and that is our exclusive wrestling content.
Ooh, baby.
Well, we've given the Imagine Wrestling family just enough time to catch their breath, because this is the exclusive aftermath of wrestling content in the wake of Imagine Volume 16. And tonight, two men who knew victory on Saturday night in their respective tag teams go head-to-head in one-on-one competition in that ring tonight. Of course, I'm talking about the Rad Boy Braden Elliott and the Alpha Rick Matthews of the Watch, the new tag team champions. Those two former friends, now turned foe, go one-on-one as they fight it out to find out who the finer warrior is in that ring tonight. And I couldn't be more excited.
Big match, man. Big match. It just keeps rolling and rolling and rolling.
It sure
here at
does.
Imagine Wrestling. Great match after great match. And tonight promises to deliver one of those all-time classics. I'm really feeling good about this match.
Absolutely.
I'm feeling good about this show, man. Really good. I'm feeling good that you're back.
Me too.
Man, oh man, things went off the rail. As I predicted, things went off the rail. So we have a new rule in place. No more Wednesdays off for you.
Well,
No more.
I went away. Virginia Beach, had a little fun in the sun, but no place like home, Kato. And I missed you.
I missed you,
I'm
man.
glad to be back.
I'm glad to have you back. So, just real quick, let's briefly touch on our sponsor for the next show, Volume 17.
All
Man,
right.
it's coming quick, man. July 10th will be here before you know it.
Right.
So, and man, we had a new level of pre-sale at the live event. We sold so many tickets already for July 10th at the live gate for Volume 16. People couldn't wait.
Right.
They bought their tickets quick, fast, and in a hurry. But we still have plenty of tickets left. We have VIP and general admission both available. I wouldn't wait till the last minute. It seems like it's going to be a hot ticket already. We sold a lot of tickets for the show already. And we have a sponsor for that show.
All right.
That is Bethel Care Homes and Services, LLC. They provide community homes for individuals with intellectual disabilities. The big thing the big message they want to get out there is they are looking for employees. So if you are somebody who is passionate about helping others, they have both full-time and part-time positions, and their locations are right here in Altoona. So if you have any questions, we'll get the number up. But you want to seek out Renee Rupert, Program Specialist. Her number is 656-8933. We'll get that email up for you here soon. If you're looking for a new opportunity, they are an equal opportunity employer. If you're looking for a new job, this might be the right fit for you.
Right.
It might be the right fit. I'll tell you what else is the right fit. Getting your tickets right now.
Yeah, get them quick. They're going to go fast, Cato.
A lot of things going on for Volume 17. Of course, we saw there briefly, Jimmy, the hippie, Bill Collier. You want to talk about a match that delivered.
Yeah, absolutely.
30 minutes, nonstop action. One of the best matches I've seen in a very long time. They ran out of time. They just simply ran out of time. They wanted 5 more minutes. The neighborhood got involved, sort of screwed that up.
Yeah.
But we are conclusively going to see a finish on July 10th.
Well, I got to tell you.
Because there's no time.
I couldn't call it throughout the course of the match. These men were volleying back and forth, to and fro. And the good news is I didn't have to call it because we ran out of time. And the better news is we get to see it again.
Yeah, I mean, July 10th will be here before you know it. Also on that show, it's finally the return of women's wrestling here to Central Pennsylvania.
Finally, they've been asking for it.
They have been. So as you've met before, the incredible, athletically gifted Ray Lynn will be there.
Right.
And she will be taking on Pittsburgh native Laura Lovelace.
Oh, she's a very talented competitor.
Absolutely. So this should be a great match for all you guys to see. I know there's been a lot of requests for women's wrestling here in Altoona.
Right.
And they're finally going to get it. 2 well-skilled, well-trained professional athletes coming to Altoona. That's a match to look forward to. And there's one other match. Well, before we get into that, we'll talk about the rest of the matches, a few more matches a little later on.
Sure.
One of the matches had no conclusion by way, and you saw a little bit of it there in the opening. It was Spencer Slade versus Chris LaRusso for the #1 contendership. David Lawless got involved, and Spencer Slade had plenty to say about the match after the match. So let's go ahead. Abraham, take it away.
Hello, wrestling fans. My name is Abraham Clyde, and right now I am here with Spencer Slade. Spencer, unfortunate, no contest tonight in the match. What are your thoughts on what happened?
I had Chris LaRusso beat in that ring until you, David Lawless, for the second time, interfered in one of my matches. I've had enough. So next month, I'll fight you both. I don't care. It'll be me versus LaRusso versus Lawless in a triple threat with the #1 contender for the Imagine Heavyweight Championship. And I hope that you two come ready because I'm walking out of July 10th, the new #1 contender. Fear the gear.
So there you go. Spencer Slade more than a little upset.
Oh, he's
as well
angry.
he should be. As well he should be. It did not turn out the way it really should have. I think he'd have been more satisfied, even if it would have came down to where he didn't win. But it was a clean, decisive finish. I can tell you now that the match has already been made. We're going to hear from Chris LaRusso a little later on here, but the match has already been made. It is going to be a 3-way match between Spencer Slade, Chris LaRusso, David Lawless on July 10th. And the winner of that match will be named the #1 contender. But I'll tell you what, this situation between the 3 of them has all the makings of a classic, fantastic grudge match.
You know, it's interesting that you say that because I found that a lot of the matches were seedings for grudges for future shows. And, you know, I gave it some thought, Cato.
Yeah.
I've taken the liberty of conceptualizing a few grudge matches with special stipulations to help resolve these interpersonal issues between our members of the Imagine Wrestling roster, if you indulge me.
Okay, sure. Let's give it a listen.
This is
Some grudge matches.
a little segment I like to call DC Bentley Presents Grudge Match.
Oh, okay. Oh, we should have had a graphic there.
I don't know. You know, what do I know from technology?
Yeah.
The first grudge match,
It's a good song, man. It's a good song. Take it easy.
I'd like to treat the Ace Oscar Maverick and the Rocker Chris Sands like an 80s sitcom.
Okay.
Shoot them in front of a live studio audience.
Oh, come on.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a bit much, man. We're going to murder people? Jeez Louise.
The next one.
Oh. And next, he says,
The Gavel David Lawless versus the heir apparent Chris LaRusso in a lawyer leaves town match.
oh, okay, that's interesting.
Who rightfully possesses the victory? It's really inconsequential if you have the right litigator. Let's allow these 2 snarky squabblers to cross-examine each other back to Allegheny County, and finally, the judgment will be in favor of the audience.
Ah, okay, all right.
You know what the difference between a jellyfish and a lawyer is?
Please tell me.
One is a spiny, gelatinous, poisonous blob, and the other one lives in the ocean.
Ah, yes, lawyers. No one likes lawyers. Isn't that something?
You know, I gave my lawyer a Blue Chew once. You know what happened?
Tell me.
He got taller.
Ah, oh,
Yeah.
That's a good joke. I like that one.
Next one.
Is that original?
Well,
Oh, you stole it. You stole it.
well, it's an old
Oh,
lawyer.
he's stealing jokes,
It's an old lawyer joke.
All right,
You know,
I've
old-
never heard it. You could have
old
said,
lawyer
yeah, I
joke.
wrote
Yeah, I
did
did. I
that.
penned that one this morning.
Okay.
The next one. Sega and Valor versus the Rad Boys in a locker room bang match.
Let's see where this goes. A little nervous.
Two young men looking for a fun time and two men who look like they just escaped Attica. These two will get down and dirty in a no-holds-barred contest to see who can survive the pounding long enough to get to the can of bang in the center of the locker room. We'll save the hugs for after the butt beating.
Oh, nope.
You know it's similar between Valor's tattoos and the Rad Boys?
Tell me.
You can remove both with lasers. You see the Rad Boys' new outfits? They got new outfits.
Man, it looks good. It looks sharp.
I asked them, I said, what's with the orange and green? They said, that's our drip.
Okay.
That's our drip. I said, what kind? Post-nasal?
Okay.
Green and orange.
All right. I thought they looked good, man.
You'll like this one.
Yeah.
Next one.
Okay.
Lucio DeVere
Oh, boy.
versus the locker room shower in a soap versus the dope match.
Come on, man.
Come hell or high water, one of these two will never be the same. Either the Enigma will be sanitized or the shower will be left soiled. Finally, these two lifelong rivals will put their hatred for one another to rest in a match of steam, suds, sod, and stink.
What?
You know,
Oh, my God. You're so rotten, man.
listen, I identify with Lucio DeVere.
Okay.
His wife and my wife, they have something in common.
Tell me.
Both of them want their husbands to get clean.
Jeez.
You know what I'm saying?
I almost said the bad word. That was wrong.
Hey, listen.
Oh, my God.
It's not Lucio DeVere's fault. He quit showering after he got COVID.
Mm-hmm.
He misunderstood the doctor when the doctor said he wouldn't smell anymore. Well, confusion there.
I get it. Man, oh, man. No wonder that guy hates you.
Well, we're getting through it. We're working it out together.
No, you're not. He hates you.
Putting our differences aside.
He hates you, man.
And the last one,
Yeah, okay.
Jimmy the High Flying Hippie and Big Time Bill Collier versus Father Time in a handicap match.
Ooh, I think Jimmy the Hippie and Bill Collier are winning that one right
Hey,
now.
look, they say that the two most powerful warriors are Patience and Time, and Jimmy and Bill ran short of both last week at Volume 16. As these two men start to creep a little closer and closer to the Beyond Glory days, let's see if the sentiment Father Time does no job holds true.
Tell you what, man. I can't see them not performing at the highest level for at least 5 more years each.
Well, they absolutely did last week. I mean, that
Ooh,
was a barn
something,
burner.
Man, that was something.
But hey, listen, I'm sensitive. I'm getting older. You know, my birthday cake looked like a prairie fire. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, well.
You know it's bad when the candles cost more than the cake, Kato. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Please tell me about being old. Please.
Well,
I would like to hear more about this.
Well, Kato knows what it's like to get old. At this point, his back goes out more than he does. You know what I mean?
Boy, ain't that the truth. Getting old sucks.
When Kato was young, the Dead Sea was still sick.
That
You know
is
what I
true.
mean?
That is true, man.
So what do you
That is
think?
true.
We got some grudge matches. We mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's good stuff. Good
I
stuff.
think that in Volume 17, on July 10th, we are going to see the resolution of some of the grudges that were formed at Volume 16 last week.
I think so too, man. I think this situation. I think particularly with the Rocker and Oscar Maverick's going to come to a head, and I think this situation with Spencer Slade, Chris LaRusso, and David Lawless really has a chance to, really. Whew,
Well-
there's a lot of anger there. And speaking of anger, we have a video right now
All right.
from Chris LaRusso. He had plenty to say about this situation as well. So, Gelman, you want to go ahead and play that video?
Hello, wrestling fans. My name is Abraham Klein, and I am here right now with Chris LaRusso. Just came through a bout with Spencer Slade. No definitive.
I tell you what. Let me cut you off and let's just get straight to the point. Okay? Listen.
Okay.
I should be preparing right now for a match with Bill Collier for the Imagine Heavyweight title. That's what I should be doing with my time right now. Instead, I hear that Spencer Slade now wants a triple threat match. Myself, the Gavel David Lawless, and him next time here at Imagine Wrestling. You know, Spencer, I've taught you a lot, and I always was proud of you. I was always proud of you being able to master this sport so quickly. But I'm surprised that you could be so easily fooled, that you don't trust me, that you don't believe in me. Well, you know what, Spencer? You're about to get one final lesson right here at Imagine Wrestling. And Lawless, counselor, you stick your nose in my business one more time, what I do to you will land me in court.
So yeah, man, a lot of anger there, man. Chris is pretty upset at the situation too. You know, after all this had sort of broken down, you know, there was a series of villains sort of jumping into the ring at the end of the night to jump on Bill and Jimmy, and then all the good guys sort of came out and ran them off.
Right.
And then there was Spencer just to grab him and chuck him out, saying
threw him out.
He should have been leaving with those guys. So
Right.
it's an interesting dynamic between the three of them, and I'm curious to see how it plays out.
I'm wondering if he thinks that maybe David Lawless and Chris LaRusso were in cahoots in some way.
Yeah, I don't know how he would see that. It looked to me like, you know, David Lawless struck Chris LaRusso in the same sort of fashion.
Sure did, yeah.
I don't know, but those guys are certainly fighting to see who's going to become the number one contender
Right.
to the Imagine heavyweight title. But we already know before that who's the number one contender. He's proven it year after year here at Imagine, and now he definitely proved his point that he is worthy of that Imagine heavyweight
Absolutely.
title there at Volume 16. And that brings us to our first guest tonight. He is Jimmy, the high-flying hippie.
All right. Here we go.
Jimmy. Man,
How's it
oh
going,
man.
guys?
What a match, what a fight. How you feeling right now?
I feel great. Couldn't feel better.
I mean, you look like you're a little bit black-eyed. Look like you got a couple of chopped shots in the face there. Those were certainly violent. The match was violent. You guys were just laying into each other. How difficult was it to get yourself geared up for a fight like that with your best friend?
I knew we were in for a war. I didn't know how deep the water would get, to use your term, but it got real deep, and it got a little cold, and it resorted to striking. Had my eyes busted, my mouth busted. That's fine. It's fine. It's professional wrestling. I knew it wasn't going to be an easy climb. I knew the top of the mountain was going to test me, and it did. It did. I hold no ill feelings.
30 minutes nonstop.
Nonstop.
There was no laying around. I mean, you guys were fighting. It was as good a fight as what we've seen here at Imagine Wrestling. You guys threw everything at each other. You proved your toughness by continuing to kick out of so much. He proved his resilience by finding a way. You hit him with one of the sharpest, crispest pile drivers I've ever seen. I thought there was no chance he was kicking out. He found a way to do it. What was your mindset in this moment before we get to how you felt about the match not coming to a conclusion? What does it do to you when you're able to get a pile driver like that as perfectly and flawlessly as you did, and he kicks out? What does it do to your mindset?
Unfortunately, in that moment, it derailed my mindset a little bit. You saw me get frustrated. You saw me become uncentered. I think that's why I wasn't able to close the deal later in the end. I'm guilty. I lost myself there in the moment. That's why next time I'm going to come back recentered, refocused, and more prepared for moments like that.
It looked like if there had been just 45 more seconds left in that match, because you had him racked, it looked like you were going for a second pile driver. Is there any doubt in your mind, had you landed that second pile driver, that you would have won that match?
There was no doubt in my mind on the first pile driver, and he kicked out. So I can't tell you. See, the universe and in life, guys, it's not a plan, it's a happening. I don't know what would have happened. Only time will tell. Maybe next time it'll take a second pile driver.
Both of you guys got great reactions from the live crowd there. What did it mean to you in that moment for the crowd to be so with each of you individually, you specifically, him specifically? It felt like oftentimes you see a match like this and you hear the crowd cheering half for this guy, half for this guy, and it wasn't like that. The crowd was cheering for both of you
Yes.
across. Is that something that you could have foreseen?
Not to that level, no. And I'm glad it did, because it was the crowd's effort and energy that held me through at the end there when I had nothing left in the tank but what they were giving me. So I really appreciate the audience. I actually brought a sign.
Hey,
One of our audience members made for me.
well, look at that, Cato.
And it's things like that from the imagination that keep us going. That's why we do what we do.
Absolutely, man. It means a lot. You know, the fans really showed up and showed out the way that you and Bill showed up and showed out, and we appreciate. You know, we can't do this without the fans. There's no doubt about that.
Absolutely.
And they really showed up. And so, hard sell time. Tell people right now why they should come to see this rematch on July the 10th. No time limit.
No time limit. You should come see the rematch on July 10th. If you missed the first one, if you saw it, if you've never seen professional wrestling before, this is the time. You will not see two better athletes, two more trained athletes in the area doing what we do. I don't care if it takes a day, 2 days. I will defeat Bill Collier, and I will be Imagine Wrestling heavyweight champion.
Incredible match. Thank you for the effort.
Excellent.
I'm anxious. The match lived up to the hype. I thank you. I can't wait to see this rematch on July 10th. Incredible effort.
My only regrets, like I said, is that I became uncentered and I lost my focus in a time of turmoil. That's when we need to remain our calmest. So I brought you a gift, Ken. This
Hey.
is a Jamaican frog. This is a symbol of peace in the Caribbean. And if we can all be quiet right here, all the violence and riot here on Imagine Live, let's have some quiet and silence. Ready? There you go, buddy.
Very cool.
Right.
man. I
Hey,
love
excellent gift.
It. I love it, man. That's
Thank
really
you guys
cool.
for having me.
Hey, thanks, Jimmy. You know,
Thank you, Jimmy.
you stamped yourself as absolutely one of the best on Saturday and removed all doubt that anyone could have possibly had that you are absolutely a contender for this championship. And if you win it, you'd be a heck of a champion.
And that journey's not over. And to follow my journey, make sure you're hitting follow, like, subscribe, share on all our social media here at Imagine Wrestling. Thank you guys for having me.
Thank
Hey,
you, Jimmy.
thanks, Jimmy.
Thank you. I'll tell you what. If so, that is really cool, man.
Rebit, man.
Yeah.
I'm from Jamaica. I'm a frog, man.
Please don't do that again.
Oh, sorry.
So July 10th, I'll tell you what, man. This is a big one. This is a big show coming up. If for some reason you scheduled your vacation, then come home early.
Right.
You're not
Don't
gonna
go.
miss this. You're not gonna
Cancel
miss
it.
this one. If you planned a trip, if you accidentally planned a different, if you planned for something else for that night, cancel it. Ask for your money back. Imagine Wrestling is where to be. Imagine Wrestling has the best wrestling in all of the Northeast United States. You can't convince me otherwise. There's so many good, trained, incredible athletes here. Everybody on the card is fully trained, respects the business, and loves the business enough to get themselves fully trained. And this is where to be, man. This is where to be. Imagine Wrestling, the best wrestling that you are going to find anywhere. I honest to God believe that. If you are somebody who historically loved wrestling, but you've been fooled, like you've turned on the television, saw what they are offering, and said, you know what, I used to love wrestling, but it's not for me anymore. We are for you. If you went to a local show and saw that wasn't Imagine, or if you've been in Philadelphia or Harrisburg or Pittsburgh or anywhere around and you went to a local show and you said, this is not for me, guess what? Imagine is for you. We don't insult your intelligence. We don't insult you, your love of wrestling. We're serious about what we do. We work hard, and we want to give people their money's worth every single time. And that's what we're here to do. And if you come to an Imagine show, you are not going to leave disappointed.
Absolutely. And if you are a wrestling fan and you already bought tickets to some other wrestling event for July 10th, you take the tickets, you tear them up, you light the tattered pieces on fire, you slap yourself in the face, you get your butt down to the Juniata Civics Association and watch some real wrestling. Right, Jamaican Frog? Get down to the Civics Association, man. See? Agrees with me.
I will say that maybe not just throw your money away. Ask for your money back.
Can you get it back?
I think you should
From
be
these
able to.
unscrupulous hounds out there?
I think you can. So, we got a lot going on. Before we get to our match here real quick, because the match is on standby, ready to go.
Oh, yeah, we got some comments.
We got some comments here. Let's, we're behind, man. Junior B says, hey, guys, Pat and Frodo always watching.
Yeah, he
From
is. Good guy,
Beautiful
Pat and
Patton,
Frodo.
Pennsylvania. It's a nice little town, man. We are coming up that way. We're going to be in Hastings in August. So
Look out for those
get your
tickets, Pat and Frodo.
We want Daniel Exotic. Glad to see DC Bentley back.
Hey.
I love the neighborhood. Lawless for president.
Oh,
I don't think
okay.
he should run for president. I mean, we've had worse presidents than... we might have a worse president right now than David Lawless.
It could be, yeah.
Somebody's asking about Big Lenny. We are going to have a full update on Big Lenny next week. We really hope in the next week or two we're able to get Big Lenny right here in the studio.
He's going to have something to say, that's for sure.
There will be repercussions to the neighborhood.
For sure.
We've been talking to him. Glad to see Abraham back. Some people liked your jokes, but bum.
Oh, okay. That could be a sarcastic one. I don't know.
Heather Alley said Saturday was a fantastic show. We appreciate it. She's encouraging people to get their tickets. Let's see, Joey Harbello, how is Psycho after he hit the steps at the end of the show?
Oh.
I mean, Sideshow Psycho, man, that guy.
I mean, he loves pain.
He loves pain.
He walked out of
such
his
a
mouth
weird
all
guy.
bloodied in the face. He doesn't care.
Nathaniel, great fan. He said it was a 10-star match.
I didn't realize it went up that high.
It only goes to 5, but if that giant Mark, what's his name? Meltzer can give a match 7 stars. Why can't we do 10 stars? Bill McDowell can't wait for July 10th. It's a lot going on, man. A lot going on. I'll tell you what, we got a lot going on right now. It's time for a match.
Yeah, let's do it.
You ready for a match, man?
Absolutely. I can't wait to see these two guys mix it up.
So here we go. Let's go ahead and head to the ring right now, man. First, accompanied by the coach Lance Payne and one half of the tag team champion, the Sideshow Psycho Malachi Gage. He is the other half of the tag team champions. He is the Alpha, Rick Matthews. That whistle.
Apparently Malachi Gage is doing all right. He's right there.
His opponent. He is one half of the Rad Boys. He is Braden Elliott.
Yeah. They are exciting, Kato.
Rad Boys in the house. Rad Boys in the house. Man, oh man. This, I'll tell you what, man. 2 finely conditioned professional athletes, man. Look at the shape that Braden Elliott is in. Take a look at the size of Rick Matthews.
Yeah.
These guys need not take a back seat to anyone.
That's it. That's absolutely right. And, they're not only well-conditioned athletes as far as their physical prowess, but 2 fine wrestlers. Collar and elbow tie-up now.
Absolutely, man.
Alpha's the stronger of the 2, probably going to win that jostling match every time.
Every single time, man. Big, strong boy.
Oh, a shot to the head.
You want to be amazed sometimes, follow Rick Matthews to the gym, man.
Yeah.
The amount of weight this guy's throwing up. No wonder he's confident. I'd be confident, too, if I was throwing that kind of weight on the bench press.
Yeah, well, listen, he doesn't ever take it lightly either. You ever see a shot from him that wasn't stiff?
No. I'm sure we're going to see some ridiculous kicks and punches before this situation's over.
Clotheslines, leg drops, everything he does hurts.
There you go.
That's what Braden Elliott's got to do. He's got to outquick him.
Wow.
Oh.
Look at those shots. Whoa.
Big forearm strikes.
One shove.
Almost had to drop one in the jar.
Yeah.
Look, he's got him in a sleeper.
Man. It popped me to see that shove off, man. The strength of Rick Matthews.
Yeah, I mean, Braden Elliott's not an easy guy to push around in there.
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, the main event is as big as they come, and they had a hard time with Rick Matthews. Headlock now.
Trying to cauliflower those ears.
Look at that form. That's excellent technique by Braden Elliott.
Grinding on the bottom of that ear, trying to cause a cauliflower ear. Ducks the line, catch them in a waist lock, back to the headlock. Sound strategy.
Exactly.
Sound strategy.
You can't take anything away from the professional Braden Elliott. Well, I guess he's just a Rad Boy Braden Elliott now. He's got Rick Matthews' number as far as understanding his moveset and knowing how to counter. But can't get him over on this headlock takeover, despite the good form. Oh, up.
What's he going to do with him?
Oh! Just no way for Braden Elliott to defend himself.
Got him in the throat, and now trying to take his breath away with a chop.
Sure did.
And I think Rick Matthews has found his opening, and he is trying to take the air away from him. I've always said,
Big hip toss.
the two quickest way to beat a guy, make them hit their head. They get discombobulated,
Yep.
they don't know where they're at, or take their breath away.
Yeah, take a look at the face of Braden Elliott. It looks like he's not here.
And it seems like right now, Rick Matthews is trying to catch him underneath that diaphragm, knock his wind out, take away his breath. Sound strategy.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm way on board for it.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way for Braden Elliott to match up with the raw strength and power of the Alpha Rick Matthews. Oh! Don't he know it? Talk about stiff shot.
This is the big gun right here. This is the heavy hitter.
He is.
Right here in the neighborhood, man.
Boy, what an incredible acquisition he was for the neighborhood. He's really made a difference since joining.
Of course, we're gonna hear from the two men they managed to beat. Next week here on the show, we're gonna hear from the main event.
Oh, yeah. Oh! Did you see the ring shake? Oh!
And of course, a very controversial win by what they're now calling themselves The Watch. I mean, they used every dirty tactic under the sun. Low blow by the coach.
Right.
Distraction by neighbor John Ross.
Right.
They used a hammer to the head of Duke Davis.
Big mallet shot. Two big mallet shots. One to the back, one to the head.
There's just so much going on in that match that, I don't know who could overcome those type of odds.
Poor referee Ronnie, he couldn't keep up with all the mayhem, and poor referee Mike Zeke in there, he's getting a workout.
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
Dangerous point of the heel of the boot.
Yeah.
Right to the middle of the spine there.
that'll make your legs numb and nothing fancy about it.
Oh my God, that whistle drives me nuts.
Yeah, it's very annoying. Oh. That's part of the psychological strategy of the neighborhood. Their licensed manager, the coach Lance Payne, always with the competitors in the ring. Oh, look at this abdominal stretch. He's gonna pull that shoulder right out of socket.
Tell you what, man, he has those ribs fully stretched,
Yeah.
fully exposed.
Oh,
Painful move.
he is battering the ribs now.
Well executed too, man. He has all the leverage on that right shoulder pulling down.
I think it was wise of Braden Elliott to bring his Rad Boy counterpart Jake Wiley with him because he might need it. There's strength in numbers as we see.
Man. It's just hard to contend with pure raw athletic strength like the Alpha Rick Matthews has.
Yeah,
There's just not a lot you can do with that.
No, not at all. I mean, he's got a low center of gravity. He's a very stocky guy. He's hard to get off his feet, as we saw. Duke Davis had a hard time getting him off his feet. How's Braden Elliott going to do it?
One thing we've learned in the past 2 years from Braden Elliott is, though, you don't want to allow him to start building momentum.
No.
Because if he does, he gets going and he's hard to stop.
Yeah, he's got one of the absolute finest top rope elbow drops I've ever seen.
Oh, the height drove him down. Oh, man, he almost had him there. Beautifully executed belly-to-belly suplex. I mean,
yeah,
it doesn't get any better than that. He lifted him so high, drove him down so hard.
It seems like the Alpha has found a point of isolation, the ribs and spine.
And now he's just driving those elbows.
Oh, rear
He's got
chin
his
lock.
neighborhood counterparts in the background, encouraging away.
That maniacal sneer on the face of his tag team partner, the Sideshow Psycho.
Trying to cut off the oxygen, man. This, Jake Wiley trying to show them some encouragement here.
Seems like it's working a little bit. He got to his feet.
Back off.
Jeez.
Caught him right under the ribs
And
there. with that shot. Might
knocked the
knock way
headband
down.
off his head. Oh, up.
Counted through.
Oh! Big tornado DDT. Unbelievable.
This might be the opening. What a beautifully executed maneuver.
Like you said, Kato, you don't want to allow Braden Elliott to build some momentum, and momentum he is a building right now.
Is this the opening he's going to need? Or is Alpha going to be able to find his bearing and get back on top? This is the moment of truth right here for Braden Elliott, no doubt in my mind.
That was a big, nasty DDT.
And I'll tell you what, Alpha's having trouble getting back to his feet.
He sure is.
Both guys are up.
His equilibrium's off, Kato. Oh, big
right
elbow.
behind the ear with that elbow.
Oh, jeez, kicked him right in the teeth.
Starting to build some momentum.
He's a low center of gravity. Like I said, he's stout. He's stocky.
I think he needs a little more momentum.
Oh, big drop kick.
Shotgun drop kick. Knocked him. He knocked the wind out of him.
Oh, he's a cowabunga. Cowabunga. Rad Boy's in the house.
Here he goes. This might be that elbow drop.
Oh, wait, come on! There's Jake! Jake, get in there!
That's ridiculous.
Jake's in there! Lance
Come
injured,
on.
he can't get in!
Jake Wiley.
Jake Wiley just taking Malachi Gage to task right now! Oh, big
Whoa, he
European
caught him
uppercut.
hard with that.
Low bridge!
Down to the floor hard.
The Psycho is out! Rad Boy Jake is up!
Man, oh man, what a disappointing ending, but what a fantastic match. What a great comeback.
How about it? Did you
Man,
see that
oh,
cowabunga
man.
elbow drop?
Jake Wiley making his
Hey,
way
whoa.
over to the desk here. Cameraman Steve, come on back over here. Let's get a look here. You got something to say?
I got something to say.
Yeah.
Next week,
Yeah.
Malachi Gage versus Rad Boy Jake. And that is going to be rad. Rad Boys, out.
All right.
Bang! Oh, come on! He got bang all over me!
Garbage.
Ah, bang juice all over me? I don't want that.
It's wet everywhere. It's the exact opposite
They're
of
reckless.
what I wanted.
They get
Microphone
excited and
got
they do
wet.
reckless things.
Camera got wet. These guys they're drinking too much of that stuff.
They got schmutz on the Jamaican frog.
Oh, come on now. I'll tell you what though, man, what a match.
How about it?
What a match, man. Good grief.
You gotta believe that if there hadn't been some Sideshow Psycho Malachi Gage interference, that Braden Elliott would have got the 1-2-3 after that giant elbow drop. That was impressive.
So there you go. Hold on. Get the text. There you go. Big Lenny watching from the watching from at home, healing up from what happened to him. And I know we're going to talk about that next week. And
Yes.
He's already made the match. It will be Jake Wiley versus Malachi Gage next week.
All right, we're in for a treat. I
Yeah,
like
we are,
that.
man. Oh, man. Thank you, Big Lenny. Thank you. Appreciate that. We're gonna briefly talk about. Well, I do want to talk about Chris Sands. Of course, he's been injured.
Yes.
He was injured last Saturday night at the hands of Oscar Maverick, and unfortunately, it is time for Oscar Maverick to come in and sit on this bang-covered seat.
This is what you expect me to sit on?
What, you want a throne?
I guess
A little bit.
You can.
I'm gonna be honest.
You can fight with the Rad Boys if you like.
He'd rather be in a lazy boy.
I'll tell you what, man. Here we go.
Lazy boys are more comfortable, I will give you that. But it's a good day.
This lazy boy looks
It's a good day in the neighborhood.
Yeah, so you got the win. Do you want to talk about?
Woohoo!
You want to talk about how you got the win?
What do you mean?
What
It
do
was-
I mean? We
what-
saw the video.
Yeah, I won.
So
That's the important part
for those
here
of
is
you
that
who
I
missed
won.
The opening of the show here.
W.
It recapped. Go back and watch it in a little bit here, but it went. You took that rocker dropper.
We're not talking about that.
Coach Lance Payne jumped up, distracted the referee.
I didn't see this.
And he was able to make his own count, rocker. He went
I
over
didn't see any of
to
this.
talk to the referee to say, "Come on, turn around."
I don't believe you.
And there you were. You snatched him up. Beautifully executed small package. I'll give you that. You know a lot about small packages. But we will say,
How dare you, sir?
how dare me?
How dare you make that joke?
I'll allow it.
It wasn't me. I
That
read
was so low brow for Imagine
It wasn't
Live.
me. I read it in the dirt sheets.
Again with these dirt sheets.
I-
Where are you finding them?
This is what Dave
1995 called.
Dave
They
Meltzer
want their
said.
reference back.
Said something about you and a small package.
Well,
I don't know.
He doesn't
Dave
like small
Meltzer.
packages of tacos. He likes a big package of tacos.
I'll be honest, man. I like tacos too.
Who doesn't like tacos?
Yeah,
I mean, well,
Crunchy.
Yeah, but
probably.
I'll tell you what. I think so. As you know, because you caused it, Chris Sands injured right now. This afternoon, we've not got a report back yet, and I sort of expected to hear one at this point. Went to be checked. He may potentially have a broken collarbone.
Right.
Because he's weak and small bodied.
Way.
Weak and small-bodied.
Very small bodied.
So he should have a little bit of extra cushion like you do?
Very ample posterior.
This coming from the man that looks like that?
I'm 46 years old, man.
That's unfortunate.
I'm not
I'm just saying,
anymore.
if you rolled down a hill, you might roll for about 500 feet after the fact.
Well, that seems
then that would be
insulting.
1,000 for you.
That's not a fact.
Yeah,
I'm
that
definitely in better shape than you.
I'm just saying.
How dare you
I read in
insinuate
the
that I
dirt
would
sheets.
roll at all?
I read in the dirt sheets.
The only
that
rolls
you
I do
never
are
work
barrel
out.
rolls.
I heard in the dirt sheets you don't work out. Is there any
That is a
truth to it?
falsity.
Okay. All right. I'm just curious. I'm just telling you what I read in the dirt sheets. I don't.
Okay, 2004 called from WWE.com with The Miz and Morrison. They want the reference back.
No, I'm talking about like the Wrestling Observer dirt sheets. That's
Who
what I-
reads anything that Dave Meltzer has to say?
You do. You're
That
a
is
big
not a false.
AEW mark.
That is not true.
Okay.
CMLL and AAA.
Okay.
You have to say it like that. Triple A. I hate that.
I hate this guy. I don't like the way.
And
he
I
wins
hate
his
you.
matches.
What is the point?
I don't like the way he wins his matches. I don't like the way he conducts himself. I think he's a good athlete, but he always finds a shortcut to these things, and that's what I'm going to say about you. Found a shortcut to win your match.
What shortcut?
When
I beat
previously
him.
when you beat Lucio DeVere.
What?
Shortcut.
How? What shortcut?
We can go back and watch the video footage.
I
we
wanna
played
see
it
this.
earlier tonight, where you were taking a shortcut. You were beat. You had the coach hop up on the apron and cause a distraction.
Well, according to you, I was beat, so how would I have called for anything?
You guys have
I was unconscious.
You guys
in
have
the-
a plan. You idiots in the neighborhood always have some sort of.
You're right. We have strategic plans involved at all
cheat.
times.
To
No,
cheat.
that's not cheating. It's strategic advantages, not cheating.
I gotta believe that this tension between you and Chris Sands is not quite yet over. But I gotta ask you, what is next for you?
A rematch with Chris Sands.
Absolutely not. Why would I do that? I beat him. I've proven my point. My point was that I could beat him, that he shouldn't have beaten me the first time, and that I was blinded by the sun in the sky the first time. So
Blinded by the
why
sun.
would I ever
Son.
want to face him again? What's the point?
Well,
I've already proven my point.
Even though you cheated, you did win a match.
We don't need a rubber match here. We don't need
I
it.
feel like a third match would sort of decide who's the better man.
No, I proved it last Saturday. I don't need it. We don't need to do a rubber match. That's pointless.
What did you prove?
I proved that I've beaten him. That he should not have won the first time, and that the only reason he did was because I was blinded. Last show, we were outdoors. I was blinded. I got beat. This show, we're indoors. Wasn't blinded. Beat.
This is what I think.
Solid
You guys-
logic.
You guys talked about when I'm hit with that big move again. You guys planned this. You knew that you weren't as good as him. So when you planned
That's not a fact.
that to distract the referee whenever you got smacked with that.
I feel like you're making up whatever you want to in your brain to try to appease yourself,
Look,
and that you're understanding. And trying to say for you people
Let's go to
that
let's
you
go to
know
the dirt
you
sheet.
could believe that he would beat me,
Let's go to the
but he
dirt
can't.
sheet. The dirt sheet said that was your plan all along.
The dirt sheet says that it was my plan?
Yes.
What plan?
To cheat.
That's a lie. We don't cheat. Cheating is not something that the ace would stand for. How dare you accuse me of
How
cheating?
dare you?
How dare you accuse
How
me
dare
of anything?
You wear a leather jacket when it's 95 degrees in here.
You're
How
in a
dare
jacket too. What is your
Not
point?
a leather jacket.
That's unfortunate. I
I'm a
look this much
professional.
cooler than you.
I'm a professional.
That is
You're a,
no.
You're a
You are a sham.
You're a hillbilly.
I'm calling you a sham,
Hey,
sir.
hillbilly, I like that.
Yeah.
You stole Sands. Good night. And I'm gonna go continue celebrating my victory.
All
right, thank you.
A little
Yep, feel free.
fiesta with a piñata, a burrito. I like him.
Was it just-
Maracas.
Gilman, was it just my phone, or did we lose the signal there for a little bit? We did lose the signal? We're back on? All you missed was him going on and on and on.
They might be actually grateful they missed that. I don't know.
Yeah, that was, man. So, hey, before we wrap things up, take a second right now. Give the show a thumbs up. We'd appreciate it. Go ahead and comment on the show. Let's bring this live chat back up. See if anybody else had anything to say.
And if you haven't subscribed yet, let's get rolling. We're so close to 600, I can taste it.
Now's the time, man. So we are going to have a ton of matches to announce next week. We're going to have interviews here. Let's see. We are going to hear from the main event. We're going to hear from David Lawless. We'll have guests. We have a match already lined up. It's Jake Wiley versus Malachi Gate.
Right, it's gonna be
That
great.
is, man, that is a good match
Yeah.
on any level. At some point here, based on what happened Saturday night, the good neighbor, John Ross, is going to have to defend his Imagine Live title against Daniel Exotic.
Oh, all right. I like that.
That crazy Daniel Exotic. So if we can get that negotiated, who knows? It's either going to be next week or the following week. It's going to be coming up quick, but we're going to see that match for sure. And
I love an eccentric.
Yeah, and well, there you are.
All right.
There you are. So if you like Imagine Wrestling, now's the time to let everybody know. Go out and say, I hate guys that don't work as hard as the Imagine Wrestling crew do. Paint it on your dog.
Yeah, paint it on your dog. And then let it out in the yard.
Let it out in the yard. Everybody's going to find out about it. So thank you guys for tuning in. This was a good show.
Oh, yeah.
Good show, man. I like it. Thank you for being back. Thank you for following us. We'll see you guys next week.